Good existence, cosmopolitans. Please excuse my messy table. If you think this messy table is a little ridiculous, well, please contribute to the movement, and soon I will have steel tables that are completely clean all the time and OSHA certified, or who is certifying tables right now? The FDA. Somebody's certifying tables. We're going to get it certified with your help. I'm in here taking some Saint Johns Wort. Of course, I'm distilling some cannabis as well. This is cannabis spirit, cannabis wine, cannabis spirit, cannabis wine, and outside the body is calcining. So I'm just taking care of some work, and I was about to take some Saint Johns Wort for this evening, and I'm gonna figure I'll tell you why I'm doing it, and that's it. I'll tell you why and take you along for the ride. So basically, I don't know how I'm gonna get, actually, yes I do. I used to work in a bar, so this is gonna be easy. But I have some Saint Johns Wort here, and this is a really good batch of Saint Johns Wort, organically grown in Hawaii on some farms out there. And did you see that? What Saint Johns Wort is, it's a Sunday herb. It's a solar herb. It's ruled according to the doctrine of emanations. It is ruled by the solar body known as the sun or soul. Now, within alchemy and mysticism, which is this book right down here, basically alchemy is the study of self-transformation. That we're going to come around to the plants, trust me, but a little bit of forewarning before I start going off on the nature of things, but this will connect back to St. John's Wort. I just think it's important to say that the nature of really alchemy and plant medicine, plant holism, and really healing, in my opinion, is the transformation of yourself, okay, towards something more evolved, something of a higher quality, something that is going to be of service to your immediate reality. And alchemy really symbolizes that entire process. People know it nowadays as the transformation, or sometimes they say the transmutation of lead into gold. Now, what this really means is the transformation of a base consciousness, a primal awareness, an instinctual sacral chakra type of person into a highly evolved being, into a quote-unquote golden soul. I like to imagine is what the metaphor means. Of course, that pairing of words was never used by any of the traditional alchemists, but the soul is transformed from lead, which is considered a less pure metal in terms of the elements, and gold is the most pure metal. Now, I feel like the way we can understand this conceptually now is that gold is a very highly electrically conducive material, and of course the human body has got all sorts of electromagnetic fields all around it, and gold even plays a very important part in cellular communication for the nervous system. There's a lot of monoatomic gold in the body that is stored around the heart, and nobody really knows how it got there. I have theories. Anyways, the gold was primarily a symbolic metaphor for the transmutation of lead into gold. So of a lesser aware being into a more aware being, of a man or a mortal into an immortal, into a god, into a celestial. So the sun, once you achieve what they call in the practical magical tradition solar consciousness, then you become aware of basically anything you think you need to be aware of in order to create your life in alignment with how you truly desire to create your life and your reality. And so ultimately, the solar herb, while it is a solar herb, this is one of those times in alchemy when the inversion of perception kind of takes hold, or it just happens to be this way. This is a solar herb, but you do not want to take it in the sun, okay? By solar, it means that it promotes the production of serotonin, right? It has been shown in clinical trials to be highly effective with seasonal affective disorder, and that's because of its ability to catalyze or promote serotonin synthesis within your body, which of course I talk a little bit about serotonin. Serotonin is your daytime chemical, okay? Serotonin is what happens when the sun is shining and your brain decides, okay, there's enough light in this room. That means I need to be awake right now. That means I need to be working. That means I need to be doing things on the day, surviving basically in a physical and emotional way. Serotonin regulates your happiness. It also regulates your ability to remain basically chemically balanced. One thing to understand is that the foundation of homeostasis is in chemical equilibrium. And so if you want to maintain your balance, right, you really want to focus on the production of this main chemical, serotonin, in your body, because serotonin, as well as melatonin, as well as dimethyltryptamine, right, they say that this molecule is building reality, or it's more effectively filtering reality, the supreme reality, out so that only smaller increments of it can be fed through, and we can experience this earthbound material 7-color existence. And so basically all sickness and mania is a result of an imbalance of these 3 compounds and a list of other things. That's obviously not the only reason, but it's definitely one of them. So in herbal medicine here, in holism, now hopefully I can get this back in here, what I'm trying to do is that exactly, promote the regular rhythmic production that is in balance with really what the nature is doing, because it is the nature, the sun, and the flow of the seasons and the rhythmic change between summer and winter that dictates how these things should really be firing off within you. Now, if you're one of those people that has an issue with the seasons, right? If you get sad, or there's something physiologically, there's some dis-ease within your physiology, dis-ease. No medical advice here, all right? This is now the time where I'm treading lightly in case anybody out there is listening. This is not medical advice. This is just some stuff that I learned on the internet, and you should not listen to me ever. But from an alchemical perspective and from a mystical perspective, I've kind of lost where I was going, so I felt the law on the wall right there. But it's a beautiful color. Very purplish violet. There's another word for that color. Anyways, you want to promote the production of serotonin, and Saint Johns Wort is shown to clinically do that, especially for people suffering from depression, severe anxiety, seasonal affective disorder. But what can happen is, because it promotes a higher amount of serotonin, is that if you are taking this during the day and the sun is already trying to create your serotonin, then it is going to create too much serotonin, and you will you can experience different things that are not nice. You understand? There, serotonin, excuse me, it is called SSR, serotonin syndrome. It's literally serotonin syndrome. And what it is basically an induced mania, because you've had too much happy compounds. And also, in relation to the sun, it can produce literally a phototoxic rash, because if you've had too much sun contact on your skin, the UV light can poison your skin actually if you're producing too much serotonin. So it's really important, and especially St. Johns Wort is good for sleep and relaxing the nervous system. So you want to take it at night typically, because that's when it's going to put you out, and that's when you're going to be safest to take it. So even though it is a solar herb, don't take it in the sun, is what I'm saying. It's kind of interesting how you always get this union of opposites in alchemy. But it's something that really you should be paid attention to here. Don't take St. John's Wort in the sun, okay? Take it at night, right before you're about to go to bed, like I am. Or like, just, I'm not saying do like I do, but, or maybe I am. Don't do like I say, do as I do. And hopefully you can reap some healing benefits. I truly believe that once we achieve balance within ourselves, and we have the key to infinite intuition, infinite knowledge, infinite wisdom, and the key to objective and subjective truth. If we can just maintain balance long enough to go inside of ourselves as long as we do on some of these other sojourns, then we would discover that we truly are the greatest piece of technology in all of eternity. And that's like really important, because our ability for self-healing, our ability for self-teaching, right? Intuition, the word means an inward teaching. And so that simply means that there is somebody or something inside of your consciousness which already has all of the answers. And what it's trying to do is give them to you in a way that you can understand, in a way that you can use, and you just have to listen. And so when your mind is clear and it's not being weighted down by chemical imbalances, right? It's not being weighted down by the seasonal affective disorder is a real thing. It's not being weighted down by your environment or by any of your genetic inheritance. Then you can achieve greatness, things we've never imagined before. Only things that only you could bring into existence. Your gifts, right? The things that the world needs from you. You're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. I always like the saying that you are the mission. You are the reason you are here, to master yourself, to master your body. And when you do that, when we do that, we're taking off on the next level. So St. John's Wort for, anxiety, reduce my inner tension, to allow myself to find peace in myself. It's not easy. Anybody who's gone into the meditation knows that after a while, the mind starts playing tricks on you and the body starts playing tricks on you. And it's not an easy task, all right? So everything that I'm doing is to get make the meditation an easier process. And life is the meditation. We just got to find the flow and the rhythm of the whole thing. So I hope all that made sense. My name is Nicholas Jensen Denton, and come back for more later. Enjoy the present. Enjoy the present. Sorry, I don't mean to. I always mess the end of these things up. One day I'll get it, and you'll all be so amazed. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.